Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation?
And I'm just going to add to that a little bit because part of the problem is that all those voices talk in our voice. They all sound the same. It would be great if the one that told us to do the self-destructive thing sounded like the Tasmanian devil. It would be easy to be like, that's not the right voice, right? So they talk in our voice, and sometimes the ones that are pushing us in quote unquote the wrong direction are really loud, and the one that's saying, here's who I am, here's who I want to be, is very quiet. How do you stay oriented?
Yeah, that is the question, right?
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
literally, if I could make a pill and sell it, I'd be the richest person on planet freaking Earth.
Yes, indeed.
Because that is the question. Ultimately, I think it comes down to understanding a really fundamental truth about this is that this thing right here called a pen is the most powerful tool you'll ever own in your life. And what I did in the beginning is I sat down with a piece of paper and I wrote who I wanted to be. I wrote it out top to bottom. Massive, massive, massive clarity. I said, this is the person I want to be. This is the impact I want to make in the world. This is how I want to show up in my relationships, my friendships, my career, my business, my personal life, all of it, right? And I just started moving towards it a little bit every single day. Because without the clarity, it's like being in a rudderless boat. You're just going to end up wherever the breeze takes you. And you're going to be like, oh, my life sucks. Well, yeah, because you weren't clear about where you wanted to go.
Yeah.
If you're on a desert island, it's because you let yourself get there, because you weren't super clear about where you wanted to be. And so in the beginning, it's so difficult because people don't understand the power of the mind. I truly believe what I'm about to say more than anything that I will ever say. In front of me, there's a sign that says, mindset is everything. I believe that so inherently in my soul, in my body, that I mean, it's the most true thing that I know. But in this personal development space that I live in, everybody's always like, mindset, mindset, mindset. But nobody tells you what it is. So I'm going to tell you what it actually means in a practical way that will help you navigate those voices. Because I promise you, man, they don't turn off. I tell people when they come into coaching with me, I'm like, man, this is the rest of your life game. Don't think that this is just going to be over because you did some coaching. It ain't. I promise. This is the rest of your life game. But one of the most important tools you have in this game is mindset. And mindset means this: what you think becomes what you speak become your actions, and your actions become your reality. And some of you listening to this right now are being so mean to yourself that if you said it to me, I would punch you in the face. And you're expecting yourself to be successful. There's something wrong with that picture. What I want you to do is I want you to take this pen. I promise you it will change your life. This is the most important dollar you'll ever spend in your life. And you're going to write down what I'm about to tell you. And then you're going to convince yourself that this is true. I am the kind of person who is kind to myself. I am the kind of person who is kind to myself. And I know what you're thinking, Michael, you're 6'4", covered in tattoos, gold nose ring. What do you know about kindness? Everything. Because here's the truth about it. If it is true, which I believe it is, that what we think becomes what we speak, and that becomes our action and our reality, then if we're operating through a scope of kindness, when we are faced with making the difficult decisions and hearing those voices battle back and forth, you have the mechanism for deciding which one is louder. Because you'll ask yourself, when you're in challenge, when you're in struggle, when you have to do the difficult thing, what would a kind person do right now? How would a kind person show up? What would kindness look like? How do you deploy kindness in this moment? And then because you're thinking that, you will act that. And because you act that, that will become your reality. Because Eric, dude, I don't know about you, but the voice that says you're a loser, you're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you're not capable enough, you're fake, like that voice never fucking turns off. But I don't listen to that voice because I operate through kindness, because I have clarity about who I am and my goals and my mission. And when you start to add on other layers of this, because dude, it's like putting together a cake. You got to throw all the ingredients in, right? And when you add on the layer of like your values, my values are honesty, kindness, leadership, self-actualization, and no excuses. Those values become a funnel for the decision making that I'm making every single day. Great example. You invite me to come on the show. I listen to the show. I go, I'm not in alignment with the show. It's not going to move me towards my goal. I don't do the show. Or It does. So I am. So I'm here. But I have to filter it through my value system first, because if I don't, then I don't have clarity about whether or not it's moving me forward. Dude, this applies to dating, to the food you eat, to the things you consume and watch on television, to the internet, to your phone, to your body, everything. Because when you start operating and understanding that mindset is everything, it changes when you are in that moment of those voices going to war. Because I don't know that I've ever had a moment where they haven't been there. And it's just like, one's going to be louder because I'm choosing to make it louder by executing against the tools that I have that I know work in this process.